Hey everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's Saturday afternoon and I'm spending the weekend at home. I got out and did a little shopping today, but I'm working out today. And the reason I decided I was going to do one of these videos a while back to continue. Remember I did the first one, Health and Fitness After 40. Well, I've been a little slack since I got back from the States. I've been really good on the diet, but I've just been getting busy and just been doing yoga, and I haven't been going to yoga 5 days a week, so I just kind of got out of the routine. And the reason I decided to do the video today, it just popped into my head while I was working out, because sometimes, especially the way my mind works, I have rigid little things in my head. I always worked out the same way. I went to the gym, I worked out, these two body parts together, and then the next day I did this, the next day I did this. Well, even doing my workouts at home, I don't always have time to do do all the stuff I want at one time. So I'll use as an excuse, well, I don't have time to do it, so I'll do it later on. So now I'm just totally mixing it up. I've got muscle memory. I know I can. I don't quite have to stimulate my muscles as much because I've done it in the past. So I can get back in fairly decent shape by just doing a couple of times a week of resistance. Or at least getting one body part in. But what I'm getting at is this is just kind of random body work, but it's better than nothing and it works. I'm going to get more regular with this. Now I'm catching up today. I'm doing quite a few different things today, but from now on I'm not going to fool with that. Like push-ups could be one day, and I'm going to show you guys, if you to start getting back in shape or to do some sort of workouts. It does, I know it's gonna be winter soon where you are. It's gray. You don't want to go out of the house. Work out at home. You can use stuff. We're going old school here. You can use stuff that you used to use when you were a kid. Push-ups, just basic stuff. And I'm going to show you here in a minute. I'm going to break this up because I'm going to have to move the camera around a little bit. But I'm going to show you just some little things I have around my house, and then some things, if you don't even want to buy that at, say, a Walmart or somewhere cheap, just some things you can use around your house to make. Anyhow, give me just 1 second and we will start. All right, so it doesn't get any more old school than the push-up. Okay, everybody should know how to do a push-up. I'm going to do a push-up for you, and then I'll do a variation. Sometimes ladies do this when they're don't have the upper body strength to do the full push-up, but don't be embarrassed. If you're a guy and you need to start off like that, do it. It's just all about, moving forward. You got to start where you start. I'm not doing a ton of push-ups today because I haven't done them in a while, so do what you can do. Now, I'm not going to say my form is 100% correct, but I've got pretty good form from the yoga and stuff. I could probably keep my elbows in a little bit more, but you want your body straight. You want your hips and shoulders pretty much in the same line, and you're just coming down. Now, things you can do, you can vary the grip you can vary your distance to get different feels to it. You can do close more for the triceps, but this is a great all upper body workout. And for the ladies, or for, like I say, if you just don't have enough body strength to start, on the knees. Just try to, keep it as, and it's almost like having somebody spot you. Okay, now this workout I did before, but since I'm on the floor, I'm going to show you just a few simple exercises for the core. Core is super important. There's a whole video on this if you want to go back on my core workout, but I'm just gonna go through them real quick. These are 5 exercises. Do the whole routine, do one after another, or just pick one out. Start where you start. I start off with what's called the plank. Once again, like the push-up, you want to keep everything level, and it's really working those core muscles. Then you go to then I like to go to the bicycle, where you're just like, then yoga pose, it's called the boat. And like I say, don't go so much for my form. You might even want to watch a video on these just to watch the form on it, but you do want to be sitting up properly. You're kind of balanced on your tailbone, or not on your tailbone, but on your sit bones. You want to be upright, and you're getting that good core engagement. This is called the Superman. This is for the back of the core. And you're just doing You can alternate like that. And then a really good one for these side muscles, the obliques and just the whole overall core, are the Russian twist. And you get your legs up again, kind of like you did in the boat, and you just get a weight or something, and you're going from side to side like this. It gives you a workout. You do all 5 of those even once, you'll get a nice little, depending on how much core work you've done, you'll get a nice little tightness, nice little burn from that. All right, I'm going to move the camera around again because I need to be standing up, and I'll be right back. All right, so there's a lot of cheap options you can do for exercise equipment if you don't want to join a gym and you don't want to buy in a bunch of expensive stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff, well, one thing I got from Walmart down here, but I've got like probably everything I have here is maybe $30 or $40. What's that, what it costs to go to a gym for a month, even if you can get that price in the States anymore. Old school again, got some old school. Some of you older folks will remember these, maybe from your garage as a kid. These are the ones that are like probably filled with concrete and with the plastic on that side, but they work. This is probably just right here. This is about 25 pounds. Now I don't know if I'm going to do this today or tomorrow, but I work my triceps. I like this one a lot. You just get I'll squat down a little bit. You just, the weight behind you, cranking it out like that. That works the back of the arms. Obviously, you know, you can do your biceps. And I usually will do those two together. I'll do the triceps and then I'll do the biceps. I don't do those on the day that I do push-ups or chest, but I might since I haven't done it in a while. And there are also, like I say, try to hit all those body parts. You can, you know, you can get the shoulders like that. You can bend over, you can row. I know the camera work isn't the greatest, and I'm having to improvise a little bit with my angles, but row. And so you can get a lot of good, you know, you do a lot of good stuff with this. Just play around with them. See what you can do if you're doing your squats. And I need to get back on my legs. I was looking at myself naked last night. I had to smile. I had to smile because who is that dude with those skinny little legs? I mean, I was a fat kid and then I hit the gym my whole life. I could at one time, not for very long, and it was ruining my back and knees, but I could squat. I squatted over 500 a few times. Nothing big in the world of working out, if you know anything about that, but still. And now I've got these little pencil legs. So what I was going to say is, I'm going to probably start back just with body weight squats. So you know, I can't squat right now, so you know how to do a squat or look to do a squat. But if you've got your weights and you get to where, or if you want to build a little size in the legs besides just the air squats, you know, you put your weights and you do like that. So you can get a lot out of just a little home gym. It just depends on how creative you get. Don't want to get the dumbbells? Get a couple of plastic jugs or get something around the house. This is water in there. You know, for a lot of people, this will be, if you haven't really hit the gym or you haven't been working out, your muscles aren't used to it, it's a good little workout. Find what you can around the house. These things are good. I bought this the last time I was in the States. This is just a little, these resistance bands from Walmart. I think this was maybe $10. And it's pretty, I've got the extra heavy one, so you can really get some weight. In fact, it's kind of hard to do overhead presses with these, but it hits a bunch of different angles. You can put it around a door jamb or something and pull and do rows with it. So another little cheap old school piece of equipment. One of the last ones here, the good old jump rope. Now I got to admit, I need to do that because you still need to work your heart. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of cardio because for me cardio was always, not really cardio, it was fat burning. I mainly did cardio when I was trying to get cut or lose weight. And when I went raw vegan and I lost all that weight and I was trying to put it back on, I just thought I was defeating myself, you know. Now that I've got my eating down a little bit more, I know for just a healthy heart, I just need to get that heart rate up. Basically, you can you get very good results if you can get your heart rate up. And I'm not 100%, like I say. These are things I'm always tweaking my workouts and reading a lot of stuff. But if you can say 2 or 3 times a week, raise your heart rate over I forget what it is. You Google or search on YouTube for heart rate workouts, and you can figure out like what your zone is, but you need to raise your heart rate above a certain rate. I forget if it's 65% of your maximum heart rate or what, but you need to raise your heart rate for only about 20 minutes, and it's not like you're killing yourself running a marathon or something. It's doable. With the jump rope, that one, you can do one of those little quick Tabata workouts. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The battery snuck up on me. Battery ran out. What I was getting to there was one workout I've done before for cardio when you're in a hurry. It's kind of a jump start. It's called Tabatas, T-A-B-A-T-A workouts. You can Google that or look at it too. And you can. I just use jump rope when I do it. You can do it with any number of things. You can even do it with mountain climbers, anything that just gets you going. Basically what you do is you would take the jump rope. It's a 4-minute workout that would kick your butt. You take the jump rope and you jump as hard as you can for 20 seconds. I mean all out, 20 seconds. And you need a timer when you're doing this one because it moves fast. You jump for 20 seconds, you rest for 10 seconds. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You do 8 cycles of this and you're dying. It's a 4-minute workout that will leave you dying towards the end. You know, I'm trying to think of things. I can do any number of things here. I don't have a car. I ride my bike. I've already been on my bike today. I've already done a few walks. So I don't even make an effort to necessarily go out and walk for exercise, but that walking is great. Get out and walk as much as you can. You're getting fresh air. You're seeing things. You're being stimulated, taking in the sights around you. It's just a nice way to get exercise. But you're coming up on the winter in a lot of places, so that's why I kind of tried to concentrate on things you can do right in the house. You know, if you're stuck in the house for a lot, you don't need a lot. You can grab a workout, you know, the push-ups, using something for some sort of resistance, the abs. There's just a lot of stuff that you can do without going to the gym. Now me personally, I'm building back up. Like one of my followers, one of my subscribers made a comment today that I looked a little bit more muscular. And I remember who you are, I just don't name names because I don't know how people feel about that. And I was, you know, I appreciated the remark, but no, I haven't been really doing anything, so I couldn't have really been adding muscle, I don't think, since I got back from the States. But I have been eating a lot better, so I'm ready to build a little bit of muscle and get it back on. I don't know, I go back and forth with that. Eventually, when I have a little more time, I know I'll get in the gym. I know I'm going to want to thicken back up a little. I'm already getting that feeling as I'm getting, like I say, the food thing, it took me a while to get it down. And I was just like, for the longest, and maybe, you know, you do have to just do this thing for a while to be able to eat enough, but for the longest, I just couldn't keep weight on. I couldn't put weight on. Now I'm staying closer to that 3,000 calories a day. I'm eating, you know, I'm using spirulina every day. I'm sprouting mung beans. So I'm watching the protein more, and I'm just going to see what I can do with it. 2015 is going to be a year of power, folks. You know, I'm 50 now, but I'll be actually a couple of months after Christmas, I'll be turning 51. Another one will roll around. So, you know, I just want to keep getting. This is like that fountain of youth thing, man. I just kind of try to keep ahead of Father Time, and I keep trying to improve a little bit. Now, at 50 years old, I got to be realistic. It's not going to be like a 20-year-old getting on any sort of program. I'm not going to get, you know, there's limits to where I'm going, but I want to keep myself as healthy as possible. Like I've said before in videos, all I want to be able to do, all I really need to do, I don't need to run a marathon, I don't need to be able to lift 500 pounds, I just want to be able to play. I want to be able to get out and play. I want to be able to get down on the floor and play. I mean, I can do a somersault in the grass. That's not that big a deal, but it is a big deal to a lot of 40 and 50-year-old people. You have to get your body moving. Listen, this food thing, and I'm definitely not one, I don't advocate extreme exercise. I won't say I don't advocate it because there's a lot of people that's athletes and marathon runners. I have hella respect for them, but you know, they're finding out more and more that there's consequences of the really heavy workouts, and a lot of these people are breaking their bodies down. But anyway, I'm not going to get into any controversy or anything like that. The thing is, most of us 40 and 50-year-olds, we're not going to go out and run a marathon, although there are ones that do it in their 60s and 70s. But we can get what we need. We can live how we were supposed to live just by moving our body. We have to move our body every day. You can't just sit around and, you know, some of you, I'll give you a tip on the food thing. Some people are always falling off the wagon, always experiencing a craving, always this, always that, always fighting it off. Do something. Don't just sit around the house all day, or don't just, you know, just don't be a slug. You're not gonna, I mean, yeah, you're doing a lot for yourself by improving the diet, but our body, we have to move it. It has to, we got to stretch it out. We got to get the blood circulating. We've got to get the oxygen pumping. We've just got to move, and that's all you really have to do. If you will just start moving your body. I think I said this in one last week, and I'm going to finish with this. Do you want to be lean? I'm going to tell you the definitive way right now to be lean. And this is 100%. I don't say 100% things too much, but I guarantee this 100%. If you will eat properly, focus on your health, eat for your health, get outside and move your body. Don't focus on being buff or being a marathon runner or winning an event or whatever. Just focus on moving your body, having fun, and being healthy. If you do that, you're going to be lean. Because if you want to be lean, you do what lean people do. I see it all the time. You walk around town, the people that are out of shape and unhealthy, they just kind of lumber around, blah, blah, blah. The people that are lean and fit, they're moving. They move along. They have a purpose to their walk. So you can always tell that. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Just a little bit of let's get motivated. I'm going to do a holiday video here soon, but let's do this now. I don't want this to be some video you watch on January 1st when you've already done a whole bunch of, you haven't exercised for 2 months and you've eaten a whole bunch of garbage. Get started now. Anyhow, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any oldsters in your life, share this video with them, because all us old timers need to get out and move our body a little bit. Love you guys.